Welcome to this short series where we are playing Expedition 15. This is the expedition linked to the Aquarius update, which was released in September 2024. Now, before we get started, a couple of things. The first thing, as usual, is a big thank you for all your comments and feedback. You guys give me a lot to think about, especially in relation to the use of bait, but I'm going to be talking a lot more about that as we go forward. The other thing I want to say is that if you're following my survival series, what I will be bringing out possibly tomorrow is going to be a short kind of update video, which is more for my benefit than your benefit, simply because I want to be able to remember what I'm doing in that series while we're focusing very much on this fishing expedition. Now the next thing is a bit of an update of where we are. In the last part, well, we've completed phase 1. In the last part, we were working on phase 2, and we got to the point where we can have the we can deploy the pond skipper, which is exactly what we're going to be doing in this part. We've got to catch 4 uncommon eradicated fish. Then at the end of the last video, we were working on phase 3, and I finally got Tails of the Waves. Now, 2 things about this which I learnt the hard way. The first is that to be able to complete this, you must do it on the planet where the rendezvous is. If you leave the planet or go anywhere else, you can't complete this this option. It is linked to this area here. And the second thing is that if you're actually fishing for these messages in a bottle, don't put bait on, because what happens is the bait increases the chance of catching other fish, which actually stops you catching the bottle. So we're going to claim that reward, and we've got automated trap plans, 750 oxygen. As I said, we got the option to do that, and the other one that I caught was what we were actually doing down on the planet, which is I was actually fishing for this, and which was preventing me from getting this. And this is the fact that we've caught 5 uncommon cold fish from ice worlds. So we got supreme thermal protection, and we can install that. I'm getting a bit of a collection here anyway. We can actually top that up now. We've got piles of oxygen. I'm not sure I need 2 of these. Now I did get a comment about my bit of junk here, brine pressure inverter, about dismantling it. I probably will as we go along, but at the moment it's giving me that little bit of edge, which makes moving between the rendezvous points a little bit more efficient. I could probably end up selling. I probably need to sell that actually. Let's go and sell that. Yeah. And in fact, that's the biggest problem I've had so far, is the fact that I keep running out of warp fuel. I think we will. No, it's actually in the. Where has it gone? I mean, I'm not sure if we should sell those. I'm hanging on to them at the moment. We are going to sell the express. So we'll sell that off there. One piece of luck I did get, which is for the exoskip we can install this, is that when I was actually traveling to this rendezvous point, and I was kind of converting rusted metal into ferrite dust, I actually came across a trader that sold me some pure ferrite. So we can install that. That means we can actually deploy the exoskip. I think it's going to take a little while to get used to this. I think what this also does is I think this is actually permanently available for deployment. Now the next thing I want to talk about is bait. You can see I've created 40 mealworms. But there are other baits as well. Mealworms, it says a piece of bait, specialist bait designed to improve the size and rarity of your catch. They all seem to say exactly the same. So what we can't tell is whether these are actually advantageous. But I am thinking about getting some spicy chum. In fact, hopefully while we're actually going through this, hopefully while we're actually fishing, what I might do is actually kind of try out the different baits. I mean, some of these have got quite expensive ingredients as well, though. Like the antimatter crystal firm. That's a nocturnal fish, but I'm not convinced you actually need these, because the one thing that does concern me, I think it's this one over here. This is, we got to get 500,000 in fish, so we're gonna have to fish a lot. So I think in some ways, it's like real life fishing, it's a question of patience. But if you kind of stand somewhere and fish long enough, you may get a legendary fish or something like that. Anyway, so what we do need to do now is come here, and we're going to go and do the next rendezvous point, and we'll see how it goes. As I say, I'm in no rush with this series. What we got here, okay, so it looks like we're going to get the eradicated fish on this planet here, so that should make life a lot better, because then we can get the eradicated fish. Maybe of course we'll deploy the skiff, but of course the first priority is going to be to actually get the message in a bottle. That's a mistake I made in the last part. I started doing other things. We need to get that done, otherwise it means that it kind of locks you to the planet. The other thing we could do is see if we can get the deep water missions as well. What I'm going to most likely do, I was thinking about it just before I actually started the video, I might leave the base and the fishing traps to the end, because to me it makes sense that what we're going to do is we've got to build an underwater base, so it makes sense to actually put the fishing traps next to your base, so that it's easy to get backwards and forwards to kind of empty the fishing traps. Well, that's the logic I'm using. If you've got a different opinion, feel free to chuck it in the comments. And what we're going to do is just head for the secret fishing spot. I mean, it's guaranteed, it should be guaranteed to be next to water, so in fact it looks like it is actually in the water, but that doesn't mean anything. Let me just change back to I reckon that could be there, but that looks more like a base than a kind of fishing location. We'll just keep going towards the fishing spot itself. I mean, I'm in no rush, so it looks like it might just be on the edge here, so so the first thing we're going to do is find the fishing spot. It's, wow, way above me. We've got eradicated, we got protection from heat. Just want to make sure the ship is, yeah, we've still got 100% launch thrusters. There's 1,085. You're gonna be kidding me. Okay, we can summon the ship in, and we'll actually go for a walk across the planet. So we got radiation protection in the form of uranium. Got a great big part of that. Actually, if we bring some uranium with us, what on earth is that? Hello? What he's got? Trade. Actually, this is a good segue. I'm not really that interested in these. A suspicious warp drive would be quite nice. Actually, we can get 2 of those. Somebody actually posted a comment on my survival series, and I was kind of talking about the actual, when you first start out, whether you can get tech on the starter planet. And of course, the thing about No Man's Sky is that there isn't actually such a thing as a starter planet. Great. Right, I think we, as suggested, we can actually probably dismantle that now. I've got 2 of these, and I can only install 1. That gives us 100% warp efficiency. So we've probably reduced the warp drive range, but we've actually got, what I will do is top up that. I think what we'll do is we'll take the uranium. Oops. Take the uranium with us, because of course, unlike survival game, and that means we can actually just top up our survival stuff as we go along. So that actually is just, sorry, indecision. That really should be in the starship. Right, we're now ready to wander. Yeah, I think one of the problems when you start this game, I think especially if you're a new player, one of the things that the game doesn't explain is that there is no real concept of a starter planet in No Man's Sky. Effectively, what the game does is it just drops you on a random planet somewhere towards the outer rim of the galaxy, and then what you do is you and then if you're doing the tutorial, it kind of sends you on these messages. And I think one of the kind of negative sides of the tutorials, which new players don't realize, is that the tutorial gets you up into space so that you can go and find your warp drive, often on another planet. But if you play without the tutorial enabled, what you can do is spend a lot of time exploring the first planet. You can find crashed ships, and of course, if you're really lucky, you can find a sentinel pillar, which often gives you a good opportunity to actually get a pretty good quality multi-tool as well. So and of course, if you land on an interesting planet, it means that you can do quite a lot of other things as well. We're going to get up over here. Oh, look at that, data cubes. Because I could pick up a couple of those just in case I want to summon the ship in. That'd be quite useful. Okay, it's 564 over here. Yeah, so it looks like we're heading for that base there. So just jump over the water. So we're in no rush, so actually we're picking a little bit of dihydrogen on the way through as well. Actually, we could probably restock our uranium here if we wanted to. The other thing I have noticed with these expeditions is that we always seem to be on a planet with the creepy creatures. Yeah, it's one thing I didn't do in the last part was actually scan underwater creatures. I do need to remember to do that, because there is a mission to actually find a large underwater creature. So we do need to get into. Yep, thank you, game. And here we are. We are at the base. Oh, it's over here. There we are. Zip. We've now got mission 4. Bit anti-climactic. Okay. Tab. Where I think I'm gonna round off that. Not that we need it, but I've got a feeling the reason why we're getting so many inventory slots as a reward is down to the fact that we can, how can you put it, it's down to the fact that we need some water now, but I think it's actually down to the fact that we need it to store those fish, especially the ones we're going to sell. Hello from Turkey, I presume. Of course, what we're going to do now. The other thing I want to do is I'm going to fish for this straight away. So I'm not going to make the same. And we're going to fish without bait. And hopefully we're going to get this message in a bottle relatively quickly. Now, I think it was Snafu who said that the line changes colour when as the fish comes in. Oops, no. There. A mud crab. Thank you, game. So we're just going to cast out. I mean, I'll give it a couple of casts. If nothing happened, we'll deploy the skiff. So... Okay, we're getting mud crabs at the moment. I mean, this is quite literally just a little pond, isn't it? Let me just see if I can get into some deeper water. It looks like the water might be a little bit deeper there. That. Let's cast into the water. Yep, we'll give one more from here. We will top up our oxygen. Okay, we've got a bulging snapper. Right, I think what we're going to do is... How do we deploy the skiff then? Ah, it's probably in here. Okay, now the thing is, can we drive this? What we got here? Customize skiff appearance. Go blue. Save changes, yeah. What we got here? Access cold storage. I did see about the cold storage in the patch notes. So I'm assuming that we can well, how come the water's suddenly got pretty rough because we're on the skiff? What we'll do is we'll just catch one, see if we can catch one more fish in a bottle. Come on guys, you can do it. Got a rock fin, okay. Right, let's just have a look at the what do we get for the pond skipper reward. Right, we got mealworms, spicy chum, and again, I don't really want to use these. I don't want to use these as part of the what we're doing. Okay. I think the spicy chum gives you legendary fish. As I say, I want to catch the what we call it first, the actual message in a bottle. I think what we'll probably do is no, it's still selected. And again, I think the mistake I made last time was I got a bit impatient with it. There we are, we got it. Haha, yes. Right. Unseal. And we've now got this message. Which I'm really glad about. I'll tab out of that. And got aquatic treasure and we got a shadow lure. I think what we're going to do now is I don't want to use all the exotic stuff. And what you've got here, and I think this is what Snafu was saying, if I put in, we'll put 25 mealworms in here, you can see it says rarity, catch rarity improvement 20%, catch size improvement 2%. Now what we're really fishing for now is, because I want to finish this one, eradicated fish. So we're now gonna try and catch eradicated fish. Now we've got a chance now, the fact that now we're going to use bait. So hopefully we're how many fish do we need to catch? 4. So we're going to see if we can catch those, and then that will complete that out the path. Because what I would like to do is actually do these in sequence. Oh, wow. Okay, looks like we're radioactivity is. We need 4 eradicated fish. Okay, so it looks like we might have found one. A medium-sized aquatic creature found in eradicated worlds on radioactive worlds. So, and it's an uncommon. So we want 4 of those. Hopefully. Let's make sure. Yeah, it is on. Why isn't it telling it? Yeah, we got 1 out of 4 so far. I don't know if you did the actual float, whether it does. Wow. Okay, we found another one. Actually, what I'm going to do, guys, is it's not something I normally do a lot, but I think it could be fun. But I think this might look a little bit more impressive. Oh, looks like I'm on the keen. Didn't even know that. Maybe I need to break my first person prejudice as well and see if I can. Yeah, actually the rod bends. Okay, that one's not eradicated. Okay. Can we move somewhere that might be a little bit more opportune? Okay, that might be number 3. Yeah, we got 3 out of 4, so we need 1 more. And then we've got the eradicated fish, or irradiated fish, as in not eradicated. That should be it. Yep, we've now got catch number 4. Sorry guys, I've got to go back to first person for what we're going to do, because now do we just leave this? Yeah, I just want to try. Right, we're just going to pick up the we've got a band hazard protection hypnotic eyes ×3. So we've now got that. If we come here, we can claim this reward. That completes phase 2. Got deep sea flippers customization, deep sea leggings customization. We got 3 hypnotic eyes. Can we use hypnotic? I suppose we could use this skiff. Oh wow. Okay. Back on the skiff. We're going to carry on fishing here because we do have a mission. Where is it? There's fish that we can catch in a storm. Where is it? Yeah, we've got to catch 3 fish in the middle of a storm. And seeing the game has obliged us with a storm, we might as well use it. And whoops, we might as well see if we can get that done as well. And I mean, it'd be great to get this one out the way as well. All aquatic creature. Actually, I'm going to go back to 3rd person again. I mean, the visibility isn't brilliant, but we'll see if we can catch the. I mean, if we don't, we don't. It's not the end of the world because it's phase 5 objectives anyway. So I'm just going to carry on using the mealworms. They're cheap to make, and they seem to work. Nope. Okay. Must cast into the water. Ow, the waves. I know you can't see them very well because of the. Okay. Obviously, catching the fish in the storm is a little bit more kind of out there, but that's okay. We can do it. We can do it. Okay, we're only finding, we're only getting, oh, our heaviest spotted fish. Localize iconic conditions. My output improved. Oops, nearly missed that one. Okay, that didn't work, but we got some fish. The what we can, oh, what I want to do is just see. We can't move the skiff, which is a little bit unfortunate. But what I'm thinking, what I want to do now is just test. Okay, so we can just move the skiff around, assuming that if it's in our inventory, and we can dismantle it for whatever we want. Okay, right. I think what I want to do next is we're gonna go swimming again. Sorry, we're gonna look back to first person. We're gonna go underwater and see if we can scan any fish. I mean, we don't have a lot of depth here, so but I'm gonna look around and see. Now, the mission I'm after is, I think it's, is it land? Oh, we got to collect some living pearls as well. There's one where we've actually got to catch. That's it. We recorded an underwater creature over 100k. I'm not seeing any pearls down here as well, but we are in relatively shallow water, so I think what we're going to do is see if we can find some deeper water. So where's the beach? There it is. Well, I can summon the ship in underwater, so I'm not exactly sure what I'm messing about with. Right, we're going to go and see if we can find some deeper water. I mean, this doesn't look... Yeah, it looks like we got the potential. We go out. There's deeper space there, but I did that in the last part. Get out. Just push out. Kind of try and get out in the middle of all this water. I think what we should be able to do. Oh, great. I haven't got anything illegal. Go away. Yeah, clear to proceed. Yes, of course I am. I'm an honest, loyal, law-abiding fisherman. With those clouds on the horizon, it's a bit difficult to tell. But I can see. It can be quite. Sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to see what we're actually looking for. Maybe I'm being a little bit too picky. I think if we head out into, this is all small islands. I think what we're going to do is we're going to get up into the, well, we're in a totally random location now, so that looks a lot more promising. I think if we head for that darker patch over there. Yeah, I think we might. There's an island there. You can just see it sticking through above the surface. We kind of get between the two islands. Land on the ground. Or the sea. Water, sorry. What we're going to do is see if we can find some living pearls. We've already got those. We've got those. There's an armored clam over there, 259. We've got the oxygen for it, so it's like the water isn't as deep around here as I thought it would be, but that's okay. Say what I'd like to do. Oops. See if we can pick up the armored clams while we're at it. I think we got this. Oh, we've got no space. Very little space. Well, we can get rid of the mordite. I mean, we can always let some of these fish go if necessary, when they're not worth that much anyway. So release one of those to make a space, because we get nanites for that as well. I don't think we need any crystal sulfide. Actually, how many living pearls do we need? I'm sure I saw something that said, yeah, we need 15 living pearls. So go and collect some of those. We get that part of the mission underway, and hopefully we may. I think somebody said that you can actually snatch the living pearls without actually hitting the. There's more over there. I'm assuming that you can't actually fish underwater. I mean, we're getting close to the depth. We need another 7 meters. So again, if with a bit of luck, we 5 meters, dive right down here. There we are. That's what the other thing I was after. Here we got supplementary oxygen and oops. Supplementary oxygen enabled. I think I'm going to use these. Yeah, we can get 30 living clams in one kind of stack now. I think they got rid of that annoying option where they all took up 1 slot each. Got that there. Whoops. Okay, let's just tag them. Yeah, we're over 50 meters down, which is okay. I mean, there's a lot of clams here, so we might as well try and take advantage of what we've got around. Another one over there, 280. Try and scan as many underwater creatures as possible as well. I think maybe not having that mission is going to be more annoying than anything, so I think we'll move off that actually. Well, we can, I mean, it would tell us. Yeah, we got loads of clams here. What I'm going to do is actually just choose any. I want to select where we're going. We'll just collect them this way, and then hopefully, I've got a feeling this one is going to be inside the cave. I think. Well, we can just swim through the cave anyway. Oops. Haha. That up while we're at it is. Just drop some oxygen on that. Oh, whoops. And we're also up the second one of those. We're actually in an underwater cave. That's not good. Let's find some more armored clams. Another one just in here. Really great if we could find a group of them. Just over there. water. Right, looks like there's another one 47 away there. Like we might have a small group here. Great. One, two. How many have we got now? Got 9. We've got another 6 to go. 106 in that direction. Oxygen is oh, what's that? Got them. Okay. Around too close to the one just there. Swim past. One just over there. I think there's another one over there. Okay, this one might prove a bit of a challenge. It's actually down in a cave. We just need one more. Oh, what was that? Is that one a bit closer? 146. Right, this is going to be, should be the last one, just to double check. Yeah, one more, and then we've got the 15 living pearls done. We're going to need to oxygen again. We'll do both quite at the same time. So some crystal sulfate there. I don't think we need any more crystal sulfate. So here we are, we're just coming down on the last, or what should be the last armored clam. There we are. So what we're going to do is get up to the surface. Entry is completely clogged with rubbish. And we're going to summon the ship in. This cannot land here. Wait. Go on, gate. Ah. Maybe I'm starting to go off the wave effects. And, well, okay, we're going to get in the Celeste. What I need to do now, I'm not sure if we got purpose for these, but we need to empty some of this stuff out. I'm not sure why I'm carrying ammunition around with me. I'll move the hypnotic eyes there. There's here, corroded relic. That's worth 1.1 million. Actually, curiosity. Right, we're going to head for the space station. I doubt if that's going to count as fish, but we're going to give it a go. So what we're going to do now, just to finish the video off, is we're going to go to the space station, sell off some junk and fish to add to that running total of ridiculous amount of money, and then we'll look at the rewards that we just got, and then that will be it. So here we are, we're just arriving at the space station. Make sure that we've plumbed the inky depths, underwater construction. So I want to make sure, yeah, we've got pearls of wisdom. That means we can sell the pearls. So we got the actual mission. Although we might keep them actually. First things first, we're going to sell the corroded relic. I'm going to sell the mud crab. I'm assuming mud crabs count as a catch. Got a twisted grouper, ionized clam. A genopool pond. This is an extremely rare catch. Okay, I don't even remember catching him. an immortal fish. This is a rare catch as well. Where did they come from? Not exactly us, a fishing bait. Got Field's dartfish, needlefish. This is all adding to our overall collection. Okay, we've got a rock bin there. Right, takes stock of what we've actually managed to complete in this mission. So we've now completed phase 1, phase 2. We've now got so we now got the components to build a base. So we're free diving, and we got 1,000 pure ferrite. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do with that. Make sure we got space. So, and we've also did I claim that? Yeah, I think we claimed that. We've now got pearls of wisdom, terrifying muscular flesh. No idea what that is. Mars flesh. This is something we can cook. So I don't think that will be base. It's subject to further processing. Will restore 25% hazard protection. Well, we'll just put that in the starship. Oops. And is that it? I thought I'd got more than that. Okay. Need to establish that. We're gonna, as I said, we're going to leave the underwater base to later on, and leave these to the end. So this is where I'm going to leave it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it interesting. In the next part, I think maybe we'll go on for phase 5. I'd like to get these done, and then we can just wander around doing things. We do need some high temperature fish, and we need 3 nocturnal fish, and of course we've got to land 3 enormous fish as well, which could be a bit of a challenge. This is wading in again. What on earth? What we got to do? Oh, we've got to catch. Oh, so we've got to catch 100 fish, which shows that I'm not being very efficient at the moment. And then of course the big one down here is, you can see we've sold 125,000 in fish. So this is where I'm going to leave it. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.